Welcome back everyone. In this video we'll be going through some examples of expenses within the model. First, let's look at direct expenses. One of the direct expenses for a coffee sale is the coffee beans and milk used to make a coffee. Let's categorize this as materials. This categorization is to help you understand your outputs later, so there's no right or wrong answers here. The cost is linked to the number of products sold, more specifically coffee. Let's say the coffee beans and milk costs $1 per coffee, with this price rising at the same rate as coffee at 2.5% a year. That's all you need to do for direct expenses. You should go through each of your products and think about the direct costs of delivering each additional sale. Next, let's look at indirect expenses, which is a little more complicated. Let's say each coffee cart needs a barista or sales rep, which would be an indirect expense because the cost does not increase for an incremental sale. I'd say this is classified under sales and marketing. Now, this is a bit tricky. Is this cost expected to increase over time if your sales grow to a certain extent? In this case, I'd probably say so, particularly if we expect to add a lot more coffee carts later. As such, this is a semi-variable indirect cost. It is linked to the number of distribution channels, being the number of coffee carts. We can ignore this because the cost is linked to the distribution channel. This next field refers to how much change in the driver of the expense is required before the costs will go up. This reflects the semi-variable nature of these costs, in that a single additional sale may not increase the cost, but a significant change in sales may result in a decision to increase the costs later. In this case, we need an additional sales rep for each coffee cart. Next, the starting cost per month. Let's say that this is $4,000 and increasing by 2.5% a year. Finally, in this video, we're going to enter a fixed indirect cost. In this case, let's say office rent expense. This is best classified as administration. And let's say we incur it from month 3 until the end of the forecasting period. Now, you can have a cost that only lasts for a few months, such as hiring an external consultant. You can specify the exact period the costs relate to here. Finally, let's say the rent is $1,500 a month, increasing at 2.5%. That's it for this video. Next time we'll be moving on to asset acquisition. Happy modeling, everyone.